Welcome back to Wednesday's Loose Women, still to come. Popping in for a natter and taking a well-earned break from being one of the UK's busiest choreographers and the most fabulous, it's Arlene Phillips. But now our first guest today is one of TV's most adaptable talents, a comedian and writer who started his career in the sketch comedy duo Armstrong and Miller. He's since turned his hand to TV presenting, currently to be found every Saturday night hosting the celebrity version of his daytime quiz show Pointless. It's called Pointless Celebrities. This weekend's episode sees him encounter two rather familiar-looking faces.
We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many words ending in ONG as they could.
Well, I'm trying to think of the name of that game, and I can't think of the name of it. It's something like Mahjong, or, you know, that Chinese game with the little thingies and the Chinese, and you go like that, and then you go and you know what you do with it. All right, Mahjong.
Sherry is saying Mahjong. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said Mahjong. Bad luck, Sherry.
She was robbed. Please welcome Alexander Armstrong.
You were a brilliant dancer, though. It was a great answer.
It was a good answer. It was very unlucky, wasn't it?
It was a great answer eventually. And the thingies, and you get the tiles, and you do the thing. Yeah.
But your mind does go blank, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It really
Totally
does.
blank.
People say that,
It
you
does.
don't believe it.
I
but
know.
actually,
And there's so many ongs I could have had.
so many. Well, you're talking to one.
But it is a word, but it's hyphenated, isn't it? So it's not allowed.
Not allowed.
Can you explain to me what the point of this game is, other than making Sherry look completely stupid?
OK, here you go. I'm going to try. You have to give... You're given a category, like words ending in ONG, or it might be countries beginning with T, or people who've sung a Bond theme or something like that. And then you have to give an answer which... Everything's been polled, obviously, before the show.
Yeah, so like Family Fortunes, that kind of
exactly. We're like the evil twin of Family Fortunes.
The other way around.
Exactly. You want to get the other way around. So 100 people have been given this 100 seconds, apparently, to come up with as many answers as they can. You have to find the one the fewest of them got. So, you know, countries beginning with T. If you say Tunisia, that's going to be a high score.
Turkey
if you say, it's a brilliant one, Tuvalu. You say Tuvalu, who even knew? Who knew? That scores you next to nothing.
So you want a low score?
You want
the highest scorers. The
Yeah.
highest scorers at the end of each round get booted off.
And what were these two like?
They were brilliant.
Do you know what?
They were. I'm not going to say your performance. You had some very tough categories.
Alexander, I have to say, I'm a big fan of the show, and I do watch it every day, and I love it, and I'm always playing it at home. You know, I think it's a bit of brain exercise for me, but my mind went quite blank on it as well. But I have to say, everybody's brilliant on it to you. Everybody. They can score... 100 each time, and they're out, and you go, you've been brilliant. Everybody's brilliant.
Everybody has it. Well, the trouble is, everybody has their own little area of expertise, and
it's
up to the luck of the. I mean, I sometimes think I'd be straight out of that. Even we had one for Kurt Russell films. I was just thinking...
Overboard.
Overboard.
Kurt Russell films? I would have been...
They're all right now. They're not on it.
No, when you're not on it, it's easy, actually.
But Richard is the problem because he knows the truth.
Oh, he knows everything.
He knows everything.
Because he's got the
this
book,
is a guy
hasn't he?
who knows everything.
He's got the dictionary and he's got the truth.
He's got most of it there.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly, he does.
He's the problem. If you got rid of him, we might have won.
Well,
I must say, in that clip, Carol McGiffin is standing next to you as if she's the ventriloquist and you're the dummy. There's something very weird about the plasma between the two of you, as if she seems...
Well, you're not allowed to confer or speak, are you?
You're not.
No.
Do you know, on one of our celebrity editions, we might see if we can do this. We're going to have Keith Harris and Orville as the two halves of the same team.
Very funny.
And then he was up for it until he suddenly realised, hang on, this is going to put me at a disadvantage. That's not a proper Ben's act, surely.
So what about... Because lovely Arlene was on with her daughter.
Yes.
Yes. Should we have a look at how she did? On the
please,
same question, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
A very old-fashioned word is coming into my mind. Furlong.
Furlong. Oh, she's good. Very well done indeed, Arlene. 2. Look at that. Very good. Angela.
Clever girl, Arlene. Clever girl. Did you enjoy it?
I loved it, but I got sport questions. And when you fill in a form and say, what don't you know anything about? And I go, sport. I got sport questions. It's fixed, I think.
Stitched up.
And did I notice the Chuckle brothers
You
there?
did. I was just going to say the brothers Chuckle, but they're really brothers. I'm probably
I don't
everyone
know.
knew,
Are they
everyone
brothers?
knew that. They are.
They are.
Yeah.
There are 4 brothers. These are just the 2 we get to see.
2 chuckliest.
Very cool.
They were brilliant, weren't they?
They were. They did incredibly
So how
well.
does compare doing this show to Have I Got News for You? Because you're brilliant.
You've done
that.
most
You are
hosting,
so
I think, on that, haven't you?
I have.
Other than Angus in the early days.
Other than Angus, yeah, that's right. I think I've done 19.
They've never let me be in the middle.
No.
I think it's because
Well,
I'm too opinionated
you're too
and I
good on the
talk too
sides.
much.
Yeah.
That's true. But do you, when you're being the host, I'm Sherry, I'm just ignoring that. I'm asking
Just give us some advice, Sherry. Just give us
You're
some
not on pointless now. When you're hosting Have I Got News for You, is the temptation to, like, tell them both to shut up? Because it's such a clever thing between Paul and Ian.
I know that my temptation actually is to say as little as possible. And I'm usually, when I start it, I'll always try and just sit back and let them go. Because they've got, there's a lot of pent-up...
and there's a lot of history there as well.
A lot of history there. But also because you've got other people, you've got your 2 weekly, it changes every week, obviously, or other panellists, and there are a bit of nerves as well beforehand. And so I find if you just let almost say nothing for the first quarter of an hour, it sort of unravels a little bit and it takes some of the tension out of the show, and then after that it's
But you've done it as a panellist as well, though,
No, I never have.
You never have?
I don't blame you.
No, it's a very, very scary show, isn't it?
I love being a panellist, but I've won every time I've been on it.
Well, you always on Paul's team.
Yeah, I'm always on Paul's team.
So what about you and Ben? Are you going to get back together and do some more comedy, or...?
Well, we're just working on a script at the moment for BBC One for a comedy drama that we've got a first draft of it, and that will go in, I think, probably in the next 6 weeks. Ooh. We keep our fingers crossed.
So it's not a sketch show. You're not going to do it.
Do you know, I love sketch shows, but I was watching the brilliant Watson and Oliver sketch show that was on recently. I watched that, loved that. But watching it, it suddenly occurred to me, the thing with sketch shows is you have to start from the beginning every 90 seconds or so.
Yeah.
So as soon as you build up a bit of momentum...
And starting again,
won over your audience. That's the end of that sketch, and you're into another sketch. So it's a constant sort of...
Quick question.
Yes.
When you have important decisions to make, do you consult your wife? Do you take advice?
I do. I absolutely do. I listen to advice. I think there's a difference between listening to advice and acting on it, really. But I listen very carefully, but I think I have complete faith in her advice.
Is she right every time, do you think?
Well, her decisions have good... it'll be based on good thinking. That's the...
She knows you too well, then, doesn't she?
I think the bigger picture.
So, Pointless Celebrities with our wonderful team, our loose women team, is on Saturday night on BBC One at 10 to 6 in the evening.
Probably, yes.
Arlene and the Chuckle Brothers. Thank you very much for coming on.
Such a
Thank
pleasure.
you. Alexander Armstrong. Am I looking forward to that? Competition time again, and pointless is certainly not the word to describe this week's prize.